What's it like at age 50 and over living on a daily basis with no friends and no associates? Well, I believe situations like this can be a good thing and it can be a bad thing. The good thing is you get to live your life without no drama, no he say, she say, no fights, no arguments amongst people, no type of disagreement. You just get to live in peace, because once you reach a certain age, that peace is everything to you. That peace, that quietness, it's just everything to you. I know it's everything to me because I've had some bad ups and downs, in my life. My life not perfect. And the bad parts about it is you could get maybe a little lonely sometime, maybe a little depressed. You see, me, I'm not the type of person to get lonely and depressed very easily, because I try to, keep my mind in positive ways, positive thinking. Just, keep myself in an upbeat situation. I don't always want to be feeling sad and down, and depressed. And I'm not a big sociable person. I basically, stay to myself a lot. So I'm not the type of person to be out and about, making friends and, having a lot of people in my life. I don't like having a whole lot of people in my life. I like peace, comfort, joy, and happiness. And being in my house is where I love to be. I love to be in my house when it's clean, smelling good, good food, quietness. Just being happy in my house is what I like. Now, I like to go out, have fun, do fun, normal things that everybody else do. But most of all, I love being in my house. My house is where I have to be. I don't really like being out and about in other people's house, because what other people have in their house, I have the same thing. So I don't see the reason of hanging out in other people's house. They have TVs. They have technology things. I have TVs, technology things. So I don't see no reason of hanging out in other people's house. I could hang out in my own house and get my own peace, joy, and comfort, enjoy good food, watch movies, just relax and let life be how life, wants to be, or how I want my life to be. When my accident happened, people went on about their own way, because when you have certain situations going on in your life consisting of money, that's when everybody want to pop up and expect you to help them with whatever they're going through with their finances. And with me, it didn't happen that way. I wasn't going to be dishing out, money to help other people that was never there for me, especially people I never knew, people I never seen, never heard of. It doesn't matter, if they're family or not. I just wasn't, going to be doing that. And because of that, I believe that's why people went on about their own life. I haven't seen or heard from many people since my mom passed away. And my mom passed away 10 and a half years ago. And I let them go, because I don't see nobody reaching out to me, trying to reach out to me to say hello or see if I'm okay. There was a time where I used to reach out to people and see how people was doing, say hello, see if everyone was okay. But I stopped because people made me feel like I was an interruption in their life. And I don't want to be no interruption, no burden to anybody in their life. That makes me feel very uncomfortable. If you make me feel like I'm not wanted in your life, you want nothing to do with me, I just leave it alone. No questions asked. I don't ask no questions, no nothing. I just leave it alone. Because if I leave it alone, it turned out to be better for me. That's more peace in my life, because less questions that needs to be get answers, and I don't have to ask them no questions, and they don't have to ask me no questions. Just leave it alone. And that's what I did. I left it alone. So now I don't reach out to nobody anymore. Nobody reach out to me. And that's all good for me, because like I said, I like a nice, quiet, peaceful life. Especially at the age that I am now. I'm nearing the end of my 50s in my age. 60s is fast approaching me for my age, and I just don't need no bad drama in my life at the age that I am. I do have some new things that's going to be appearing in my life. It's already starting to happen. So because of that's, because of that is allowing me to have limitations on what is going to be done here, because my new life will begin, very soon, and I guess I'll take people on that journey with me. People will get to see what kind of new life I'm talking about for myself. So I don't see myself doing what I thought I was going to be doing here, where I'm at now. So, and like I said, I'm excited about the new journey that's going to, be happening for me. It's already starting to happen, because I have already started, doing things. So, getting things in order, because I don't want to, wait till the last minute. I don't want to wait till the last minute to start getting things done, because the last time I didn't really wait till the last minute. I was sick because I had, my surgeries and stuff from my accident. So, and then I had no help. So things, got done at the last minute, and it was a rush thing. So now, as long as I'm breathing, God has me breathing and living, I don't want to wait till the last minute this time to get things moving. So I'm doing things, in advance, kind of slow. No need to rush at this time. I do have some time on my hand, and I try to utilize that time as much as I can. But there's some new exciting adventures that's going to be happening for me, and as time go past, people will see my new exciting adventures. And like I said, I'm very happy that these new adventures is starting to happen for me. And I like the fact that, nothing is being rushed. I like the fact that there's no pressure at this point because we're 2.5 months left into 2025. So, and like I said, I have time to start getting things done. I'm getting, my mom's stuff washed up. It's going to soon start, being packed. Stuff has to, those things, once they're washed, I just let them air dry. And when they are air dried, I just, put them away until they start being packed up. So, and like I said, from what I'm saying, anybody that watches my video, I'm more than sure they have an idea of what possibly could be my new adventure in life. And again, I'm very happy for that new adventure that's about to be in my life. I don't like when my pillows start to get flat. I don't like that. So now I see that I have to purchase me some new pillows, and I want them to stay fluffy. I don't want them too soft either, because when they get soft like this and they start to get flat, that's not good for my back and my neck and my legs. So I will be purchasing me some new pillows. And it's some things, I might be all over the place with this video, and there's some things that I will be taking from this place with me to my new adventure in the future. How long in the future? I don't know. There's no definite dates on anything yet. But as time approach, maybe I can start setting some dates on my new adventure. But my new adventure is well away now. It's a good ways away. But for every minute, second, day that go by brings me closer to my new adventure that's about to happen. And I like that. Like I said, I'm very happy and very excited. Me, I didn't grow up with a bad life. I didn't grow up on drugs. I didn't grow up in abuse. I didn't grow up, I just didn't have a bad, dramatic life. Nothing that I would consider, horrible. But I have had ups and downs in my life. We all have ups and downs in our life. My family, they was, hardworking. I grew up having nice things. I grew up in nice places, nice areas. I grew up in, nice apartments, nice houses, nice cars, trucks and stuff with my family. So my family is not, dramatic about anything. We was always nice, calm, quiet, kept to ourselves. And my family, the ones of us that's still living, is very small. And I don't want to always be going to my family with my problems, because they have their own problems, whatever they're going through in life. So I just live ordinary, quiet life. Like I said, I enjoy my peace and quiet, especially at the age that I am, and make the best of it. I do have family. I have brothers. I have 2 brothers that's living. One of my brothers is no longer living. He passed away in 1995 from being shot. I have never, knew the full situation of that, but he passed away, from being shot. And, my mom, she passed away from, the doctors consider, natural causes. She wasn't on no hard drugs. You know, she lived a nice, quiet, peaceful life as she aged, and her children, which is my brothers and sisters, myself, we all became adults and went on our own separate ways. So my life, I don't have a, you know, dramatic life story that I could think of, you know, to tell anybody. But I have 2 kids. My son is 28. My daughter is 33. My granddaughter is 13. So everybody is out and about, you know, living their own life. I have a cat. I have a, my cat is, she's 12 years old. Her name is Sarah. I have a 3-year-old dog. He will be 3 October 27th. Pray God spare his life so he can see age 3, because he has been sick up and down, you know, back and forth. So I'm glad to see that he has been, you know, pulling through and doing well. He's in the other room barking at the sound of the helicopter. So, and I like things to be neat and clean and, you know, organized. I don't like things scattered around. Once things, you know, start to be out of order, I have to do something, you know, something has to be done about it. Whether, you know, I have to take time and do it or somebody do it for me. You know, there's days where I do feel depressed, I feel sad, but I try to pull myself out of it. I don't feel like ending up on all these depression pills and sleeping pills, because some doctors do care about their patients and some doctors don't care about their patients. Some doctors is quick to throw you on all kind of pills and stuff, and I don't want that type of lifestyle. I want to be as mobile, as responsible as I can. There are days where I don't feel well. I've had lots of surgeries, you know, from my accident happening, and oh boy, those days, I'm glad they're behind me. They're not easily forgotten about, because now I have a fear of cars. So I suffer with bad anxiety from, you know, being in cars, you know, from time to time. And I just try to sit in the car and relax, you know. I tried, you know, not to think about what happened to me. It was horribly dramatic. And I'm just glad to be here at age 57. My accident happened, I think it's been about 15 years now. I believe it happened in 2010, it's been about 15 years. And I'm just glad to be here 15 years later, you know, being able to talk about it. I'm not happy to be reliving the pain from it, like body pain, but I'm happy to be here to be able to, you know, talk about my experience of being in that accident. It was really, really horrible. Driver behind us rear-ended the car I was in. I was at work, and it rear-ended the car I was in. I was with somebody else during the time of the accident. He ended up passing away, and sometimes that's just how life has to be. So I'm getting this stuff organized and cleaned up. Stuff has to be done. Like I said, I don't like big messes. I don't like nastiness. I can't live in that kind of lifestyle. So now I'm just getting everything together here. This stuff here is a mess, and it can't stay this way. So I have some papers that needs to be shredded when I'm not feeling well. It just stays laying around. I do, or somebody does eventually get to it for me. So things do eventually get done. I have to clean up this area here. Things do get done. And, you know, my life was pretty okay. Nothing, you know, horrible, dramatic, you know, going on. So, see all these coins. Look, people don't use coins anymore. Look, coins on top of coins, lots of coins. I don't think people even use these anymore. I hear people saying they have coins and they don't use them. They're just sitting there. But you never know. This crazy government shutdown that's going on. You never know you're going to need those coins. Look, coins. And this is, I have plenty of more. This is just some. But my overall life was pretty good. It was, you know, pretty okay. Nothing really serious, you know, to complain about. You know, I don't get into like big fights and arguments with people. You know, I just basically do my best to mind my own business, stay out of other people's business, because everybody is, you know, everybody is not my friend. I'm not their friend. You know, can't trust everybody. I don't trust everybody. I keep to myself. Make life more peaceful for me when I keep to myself. It's more easier, more relaxful for me. Keep drama away from me in my life and my family. Like I said, my family, the ones of us that's still living, is, you know, very small. I have a small circle of family. I can't say friends. I don't even have associates. And let that be just how it is. I kind of, you know, like it the way it is. The peace, the comfort, the joy, the happiness. I like it. I like my peace. I like my comfort. I just like it. Once you reach a certain age in your life, you're supposed to know what it's like to be calm and relax in peace. Make your home, wherever that is, be, you know, your sanctuary. Because if you can't have peace in your home, you're not going to have peace nowhere in life. Your home should be your number one peace, the number one sanctuary in life. That's like a first and foremost priority. Keeping your home at peace. No drama, no fighting, no arguments with nobody. And not everybody likes to be in front of a camera. Not everything has to be in front of a camera. You know, when it comes to social media, you could, you know, pick and choose what you want to be on social media, what you want people to know. If you're in a big house, big apartment, and you're feeling lonely in your big house, big apartment, you don't have a big family, people only come by once in a while, try thinking of, you know, downsizing, because it's pretty, to me, it's pretty big in here for me. So as my journey unfolds, my new journey I'm considering, downsizing. It'll be easier to keep neat, keep clean, be even more quieter. I'll see. I don't need no big place. I don't have a whole lot of family. I don't have a whole lot of kids. So I'll consider downsizing. I'll see when that time comes. But right now, I still have time, to think about it. But I don't want to take too much time to think about it. And right now, if somebody was to come and ask, well, did you make your decision on whether you want to, downsize to something smaller? I would say yes. Because, some stuff could probably go into storage. But then again, put that stuff into storage, that's an extra bill. So when my journey starts to unfold, I will see if some things could go into some type of storage closet at my new journey. And I'll just keep that in mind. And we'll see how things go. Just keep things nice, neat, and simple. Don't get yourself in trouble when you reach my age. Don't be involved in everybody else's troubles, because no one person can save the world. We can't fix everybody's problems, and we can't expect everybody to fix our problems. So this is how things have to be sometimes. Just can't be there for everybody. You just can't. And this smells really good. I've got another bottle of it at the dollar store in the Bronx, like $150. It's called Island Breeze. It's a room mist. It's for your bed, your mattresses, your curtains, things you don't like wash every day on a regular basis. It just smells so good. It's made with all natural ingredients. I really like the smell of it. And it's nice and light, and gentle. It just makes everything smell good. You could wipe down, things with it. Keep things smelling fresh, clean, and good. Wipe down things with it. Get rid of dust, fingerprints. Just get rid of these things. I love for things to be smelling good, but not overpowering with smelling good. Nice and light smelling good. And this smells really good. And I'm wiping down the TV with it. There's fingerprints on it. It just smells good. Make everything smell so good. And you don't need a lot of it. And it lasts for hours to smell. It lasts for hours. It smells really good. If you're feeling lonely, you suffering with depression at the age that you are, you can always seek help. Some people really do need to seek help with their depression. Some people's depression is more worse than others. But for me, I don't think mine is that bad where I have to go be taking medicine, sitting in doctor's offices, wasting my life away like that, because I don't want to do that. I don't want to be doing that. So I just, watch movies, read, listen to music, talk to my animals, because dogs and cats understand way more than people think they understand. And for now, until next time, later everyone.